What's up? Alright, we live. Yo. Hold up. I'll be seeing the chat in a moment. I know I'm not talking. I'm trying to post on my Instagram story real quick that I'm going live. Yo. Oh, okay. There we go. Excuse me. For a moment there, it wasn't working, but I guess now we're live. You guys just saw me take a selfie from my Instagram, so I could say that I'm live. 1 second here. I'm just gonna post that I'm going live, and then I'll be on here. Hello, Fix, BKA. What's up? DHIL Brazil. Julian. Hello. If you want to send tracks through, all the info for that is in the description. Donations greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'll be giving feedback, so definitely really quick. Alright. I'm live now. Come hang out. Link in my bio. Alright, there we go. I've got this microphone when I'm like talking into it like this, and you can't hear any like reverb from the room. I feel like an announcer. I feel like I have such like an official sounding voice. Hello. Alright, just give me a sec here, guys. Just got to make this post so the people know to come here and see me. I know I'm being extremely boring. How's it going, everybody? We got some more people in here. Hello to all the new people. I knocked over like one thing on my desk. I just knocked over like 15 other things. Yeah, that is hilarious. But anyway, hello everybody. I'm streaming today, like I said, doing a feedback stream. I'm gonna be working on tracks for a little bit, but then I'm gonna be giving feedback. So if you guys want to send tracks through, definitely send them through. All the info is in the description. I know I keep saying it, but we have more people here. What we gonna do now? Alright. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry about that. Sure. Yo, dude. Hello, buddy. Okay, anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Stream's off to a bit of a slow start. But I want to make some cool... I'll play you guys, like, sort of some reference tracks. I was listening to this playlist. But I want to try making some sort of, like, different techno to what I usually make today. Because usually, you know, I make the super like kind of warehousey, like I'll show you what I mean. Like exactly this style of techno. Once it loads. You know, like super hardest possible kick. Big breakdown. Trancey super saws. But I've been trying to experiment with different styles, so I want to try and make something maybe more, you know, like these kinds of tracks. Where it's like a little bit less, I mean obviously this still has like a hard hitting kick. Like the kick still has to hit as hard as it possibly can. But it has like a little bit, it has like a little bit of a different vibe. You know, the kick is more like up front. It's less like reverby. So I want to try something like that. But yeah, one sec here. I know I should show and not tell. Especially when it comes to making music. Alright, there we go. Made my post. Cool. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a kick. I have like this one pack with, I think, actually a bunch of good kicks for this style. More percussive techno. Check. I know Stigma by Randomer. Yeah, that track is crazy. Pretty sure I put that in one of my Essentials mixes. That track is really good. But yeah, like, pretty much, like, more like percussive techno, like you're saying. Like, just more, I don't know. Just not like just super dark warehousey kicks, which I like those a lot, but honestly, I just want to do something different. You know, like, I do that a lot on the stream. I'm going to turn my voice down a little bit. Sorry if the stream is getting quieter, guys. Just bear with me here, because I need... Alright, we're going to turn that up a little bit. There we go. I need the kicks to be louder than my voice, so I can still talk. That's a good one. Let's get that in a sampler. Hey, Julian, did you listen to Polar Inertia? Check out the track Hell Frozen Over. I'll check them out. Send it to the email. I'll check it out when I'm giving feedback. That's a good, like, 909. Alright, let's use that kick. That's like a bit deeper, you know? So we'll take that. And we're going to use that note. Alright, let's go to like 132. Let's do 133. I've been noticing there's a lot of techno tracks at 133 BPM lately. Like, and it's weird. I don't know. It just has a little bit more energy to it. Because I've been making a lot of them at like 128. And it's like, it's subtle, but if you're hearing dun 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 or dun 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 like a little bit faster, it does make a difference, you know? But cool, so I'm gonna try a little bit of a different thing with this kick. We're gonna get a little bit more interesting with like the way I make like the rumble and stuff. Because usually when I make a rumble, like for the kind of like those kind of kicks, you know, it's like, it's pretty much just like, okay, hard reverb kick, get it kind of nicely saturated, and then like build on that. It's not really a whole lot to the reverb, but with this I feel like there's more room for interesting sound design with the rumbles. So we're gonna get an audio effect rack, and I'm gonna put a simple delay in there. Also, hello Plundercat, hope you're good. Thank you, I hope you are good as well. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are all good on this yeah, that's cool. Alright, then we're going to put that into an LFO tool. That's kind of cool. And then I'm going to get guitar rig here. We're going to go kind of crazy with that. Like, I'm not even trying to make super, like, industrial stuff. I guess that's kind of what this is going to end up being, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. hear how that's just so much more interesting than just like these kinds of kicks? Like, I mean, the thing is with this style of techno, there's a lot more to it than just the kick. That's the thing. But I don't know. Bro, when future garage will be techno is so boring. Hey, that's some good feedback. I appreciate that. I don't know. I definitely got to make some more future garage videos. The thing is, I did it like a little bit too much with the future garage. Like what always happens is I get into like a sort of particular like wave, right? Like I'll make like one burial tutorial and then everybody will like it. So I'm like, okay, let me make another burial tutorial. And then what'll happen is then a week later, I'll make another one. And then a week after that, I'll be kind of like struggling for an idea, you know? Like sometimes I have nights where maybe I don't always have an idea for a video, but I still got to make one. So I just try to force it. And like then I'm like, okay, so let me make like whatever kind of like then I feel like once I start making future garage videos for like a certain period of time, basically it just all becomes clickbait, you know? It sounds cool. Let me check it on the monitor. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's compare this to like a reference. See, we could have a lot more bass. Well, that is definitely doable. Cool. We are from Russia. Hi from Mr. Putin. Hello. I saw Sven Vith on Sunday. I actually remember it. He didn't crowd so getting too on. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. He may be a little bit past those days. Paratone, thank you for subscribing. Oh, damn, that's cool. Yeah, I need to go out and see like more like techno nights and stuff, dude. Alright, let's put this through some saturator before the rumble. That's kind of cool, but it's like I don't know, that's an interesting texture. Julian, please tell me, how do you work with that clipping? It's not that hard. People think that it's like a skill that like I think a lot of people, when you don't really understand it, it's like, wow, this is so difficult. Like, I don't know, it just feels impossible to do, but it's really not that hard. You just have to keep in mind the entire time that same goal. Like, I'm just constantly listening and like trying to think like, okay, should I turn this down? You know? If you just are constantly thinking about it, I mean, not even like constantly thinking about it. After a while, it becomes kind of subconscious, really. That's really like the goal. But yeah, it's just a matter of like kind of trying to do it. I don't know. It's not that hard. You just turn the volume levels down. Alright, so we're in F sharp. Let's get that like perfectly on the note. There we go. And then I'm going to get this. Let's try a little bit of a different sound. The good thing about guitar rig, and the reason why I'm using it, is because you can get so many different styles of distortion. Oh, they're all getting like very... See, I want to keep the rhythm of like we can do that. We can do that. If you're really feeling crazy. What up? Yo, Haba Papa. Good to see you as always. What's up, Julian? 3D Foxen, hello. Yo, what's up, guys? We actually had the most amount of people we've had since the stream started. Good to see you all. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, say what's up. If you're not new here, also say what's up. Really good to see all you guys. I'm giving feedback today. I'm going to be working on this for a little bit, but then I am going to be giving feedback. So if you want to send a track through, send it through. All the info is in the description. Donations greatly appreciated. I will definitely be pulling up the submission sooner if I get more donations. So it's a little incentive. also I feel less like I need to have like a reference track right away. Like with the other style of techno, it's like I feel like you kind of have to have a reference track like right from the start to really like just to be able to shape up the track into something that will fit with other techno tracks, if that makes any sense. But with this style, it's a lot more like free, you know? Like this probably isn't even hitting as hard as like one of these tracks, for example, that I made. I mean, these are also mastered. I guess that is pretty much. But like, I don't know. You get me. But I probably will put it with a reference at some point. Remember when you said, yo, hello, good to see you, dude. How's it going? I hope you're well as well. I hope you've been good. Dude, how have you been? Yo, what's up? How have you been as well? I think you were in the last stream, though. Alright, let's get some EQ on there. I think that's going to give it, like, the finishing touch. Oh, there we go. See, when you give it, like, that boost right around, like, this range. That's where that really, like, kind of, like, punchy part comes. Like, here's without that. And then with it. I mean, that sounds, yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Alright. And then another thing here is with the clipping. So it's actually, like, this is something that I've been working on really hard lately, like, trying to focus, is it's not also just about, like, not having, like, these levels clip, like this and this. It's also, actually, I'm going to turn this down a little. It's also, if you look at the little, they have like a little level here coming out of every effect, and you can see that that's actually clipping coming out of the EQs. So we're gonna turn down this signal, and there we go. And you can hear it's a little bit cleaner now too. Up for Scream and Slaughter. Hey, that's sick. Congrats, dude. Good to hear you've been doing music stuff. Dude, I just moved to LA, actually. I live in Glendale. Yo, let's play with an erosion. Yeah, that's cool. I like just like having that in there. It's like a little texture, you know? It just makes it like, it just gives it a little bit more of something. Alright, that sounds cool. Alright, so I'm gonna put one more drum bus on here. I wanna see what's gonna happen. Oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, see, the extra drum bus can make a big difference. Like, it seems like it would be bad, I know, but it really does make things, like, hit so much harder. Welcome to the hood, we gotta link up. Yeah, dude. We gotta, yeah, we gotta do that for sure. Dude, it's nice being here, though. I wanted to come here for a very long time, so I feel like I'm, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty good. Sorry, I'm very wrapped up in this kick right now. Cool, well, this is sounding pretty good. Let's see. I need, like, more percussion, though. But, yeah, dude. Yo, let's try something out of here, like this dark garage pack. I'm gonna try some loops, I know. But this is meant to be, like, burial style stuff. That's dope, Rebel. Almost went to that show. Dude, it sounds like a sick lineup. What kind of stuff is Scream playing these days? Wasn't he making techno like recent or like a few years ago? I know he had like a techno track come out recently. Alright, that's cool. And so you can see this is kind of like playing around with the loop too, because like I'm not just basically taking it like that, like right out of the thing. I guess that's kind of like similar. I don't know. I'm just like playing with the timing. It's a good way to make a loop not just sound like a loop. this ain't it. Let's try another one. What was a banger? Yeah, that sounds sick. Is that one of your pack? No, it's not. It's from Sample Magic, I believe. Hey, Rom, thank you for the donation, dude. Or Rom Trinidad. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if you sent a track through. You have. Okay, well, I'll pull that up very shortly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And also, I'll take this chance to say, because we have the most people we've had since the stream started. If anybody wants to send any more, whatever it's called, any more submissions to, all the info for that is in the description. I know if you've been here since the beginning or, like, halfway through the stream. I've said that tons of times. But I just gotta say it a lot. So I appreciate you bearing with me there. Yeah, Screams on like Chunky Tech House. Oh, that's cool. With the Slaughter Boys. Dude, that sounds beautiful. Yeah, man, I need to go to like more shows now that I'm out here and stuff. That's like one thing about like living in Virginia. There was like not obviously a lot of opportunities to see like electronic music or good like stuff like that. His Shout Out Fade track was wild. That might be the one that I'm talking about. I just remember hearing a Scream track. And it had like a kind of techno vibe. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna... The same one, okay. That's also the same one. I'm trying to find one that sounds like a little bit different. Oh, there we go. But I want this to be like a little bit less one. Let's do this. I'm gonna just warp it. I honestly like never warp samples like this. But today we're doing that. But I can just take this and kind of like make it exactly what I want this way. But this is kind of like... Maybe I'll just use this. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so you can hear that's kind of like a vibe now. Horror techno. Open up for try. Hey, that's cool. Do you think that experimentation is something everyone should stick to when they start doing things in a pirated version of FL Studio? I mean, yeah. You gotta do what you can do. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like experimentation is definitely a better way to approach it. Like, and what I mean by this is kind of like, so, you know how sometimes you hear a sound in your head and then, like, you have an exact idea of what you want and then you try to sit down and make it, or, you know, put in some notes or whatever it may be, and it just doesn't quite sound right. Like, it just doesn't quite sound like what you heard in your head, and you can never quite get it there. So there's, like, that approach, and then there's also the approach, which is the one I've been taking right now, what you've been seeing me do, which is to just kind of get things that you know are going to end up making cool results, and just play with them. Just use your creativity and just experiment until something sounds cool. That's what I've been doing here. For example, with the kick, in my mind, I had wanted the rumble to be on 16th notes like this. But then I played with it and I got this. And I thought it sounded more interesting, so I ended up going with that. You know, it's like stuff like that is kind of what you need to aim for. But I definitely think that experimentation is like the way to make music. Like, I don't think if you hear a sound in your head, I mean, maybe, you know, in some cases, especially if you're, like, very good and you already know kind of what you're doing, like, you know, hearing a sound in your head and then trying to put it into the computer can work, but, like, really experimentation is the best thing, no matter what. So that was a very long-winded thing. Got Gary Burroughs booked. I've heard of him, yeah. Speak Cancer. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that actually, but hey, that's good to hear. All right, let's keep working on this. I'm gonna get a drum bus on this sound. 80s horror techno. That sounds pretty tight. This is like my reference track. To the rumble here, and we're gonna make a few cuts. I'm gonna cut, well, really just like one major one. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, sounding pretty sick. Usually I wouldn't want my kick to be this distorted, but it works with this style. So let's get, what do I want to use for the Stereo 3 sound? Let's get Serum. You're right though, making sure that everything sounds like something you already know is also good. Experimentation, well, I don't know. I just think like, especially when you're a beginner, or you know, even when you're a beginner, but just like, I mean, just really in general, if you're not at the stage where, like, if you're not like John Hopkins, like if you're not like already like producing for like 10 to 20 years, I'll say that, and you're just like so fluent in production, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But like if you're like me, or like everybody, like a lot of other people, like I just really think that experimentation is like the best like approach. Like I think had I, for example, approached music more like experimenting from early on, I think I would have gotten a lot further a lot faster. Which I guess, I mean, not to be like in a rush, but you know, always better to not waste your time. Alright. Alright, let's try this 303. This works for now. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, and let's put that through a distortion. Yeah. Alright, let's get that through some distortion here. Yeah, that's cool. Let's try pitching that up. Learn some field recordings. That's a good idea. I'm trying using LFO. Yeah, that's what I'm using it for here, bro. Alright, the 03 sounds too like dry. Like it just sounds like it's just coming out of the synth, you know? Oh, now we're getting something. Max for live. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you can do it with AutoPan. That's what I always do in the videos. Like, you can just get AutoPan, and you just set it to mono, and then put it on like this, like quarter notes, and then that. Same thing. And you can shape it with that like shaping knob. Hold on, we're gonna use this. Nice. Alright, this is sounding cool. I'm gonna pull up the submissions really soon, guys. So if you haven't sent one through already, send through a track. Donations greatly appreciated. I'm gonna be playing those like very shortly. It's hard to like perfectly dial it in. I have not actually checked out that for a second. I gotta check that out. How are you producing? I've been producing for 6 years. I'm trying to see how I can make this like better. See, it's just like sometimes it's so difficult to just perfectly dial the 303 in, you know? Alright, this is sounding like something. Alright, sounds better with that little mid-range girl. Oh, true, yeah. I think that's what I'm always aiming for with the bandpass too. It's like in the lower, like that's why I put this down. The thing is, I was originally kind of worried it wouldn't work with the kick, but I think because I have, like, there's enough low end being cut out of that I think we're good. Alright, let's. There we go. Now let's turn this all down a little. Alright, well, I don't really like that percussion loop now because it doesn't really fit with the 303. You know, like, it just, they get in the way of each other. So, let's try, like, a hi-hat. I've always wanted to do this in a techno track. That works. The thing is, it's a lot to have happening at once, like the 303 and this, plus all the little details going on with the kick. But, you know. Alright, let's do that. Let's get a little bit more dynamic. Okay, slide is neutral. So I gotta just do that. See, this is what happens when you don't use a reference track, dude. Listen to this. It's like not even that it's bad. Like, it's like if I put the same amount of effort into it and I was just listening to a reference track while I was doing this, I'm confident that this would sound as good as something like this. Because it's like, it's not even about like the sounds or like making the track or anything. It's about like, just like the small stuff, like how hard the kick is hitting and like how the hi-hat's hit. Okay, well, I guess you live and you learn. Anyway, I'm going to pull up the submissions now. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the email. There we go. And this first submission here is going to be from... Who is it going to be from? I forget who donated. Rom. Alright. Let's hear this one. Hope you dig, man. Might put this out soon. Nice. Oh, Mixcloud? Is this like a mix?
Okay. Last time.
Hey, I think I recognize that. That's what I always do as well. That's what I mean.
This is drugs.
That's how this ended up the way it did. It's because I didn't do that. Dante G, what's up? Okay, I feel this one. Nice, kind of like upbeat house. What's up, yo? Hello. The sample is super nice. Yeah. I like that little vocal. I feel like you would benefit from having maybe a few more things like that. Oh, recognize that MIDI. Okay, so with this one, I feel where you're going, but I think it's a bit too like flat right now. You know, it's like we are however many minutes into this track. We are quite a few minutes into this track. Oh yeah, we're 2 minutes and 51 seconds in, and it's still like the same idea. You know, there hasn't been like a whole lot. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's really like changing, you know, it's kind of just like restating the same thing, if that makes any sense. And like, it's just getting kind of boring, you know? It sounds like you took one idea and just sort of like spread it out over this long 7-minute track. You know, like that? Hey, well, someone likes it. Unfortunately, in SF, we don't get to see really great techno. Oh, okay. Need some reverb? Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think this one could be improved a bit. Like, it's just a little bit too simple, you know? You need more stuff to make it come to life. Like, what's going on right now is really, you have like one idea that you're kind of stretching out into a full song, but you need to take that one idea and then build a full song around it, as opposed to just like specifically like focusing on that one idea, you know? The synth of the groove. Yeah, the groove is nice, definitely. Like with those chords and stuff. I like how you use those. Also, okay, for some reason it won't let me skip backwards. There's this one point in the middle of the track. Think like about here. Okay, well there's some point, I don't know where it is, where it was just like the drums and that little vocal sample. I feel like you could make it like you shouldn't have that. That kind of feels like the outro there, you know? It felt like the track was about to end. I don't know. I feel like you have a good idea here. The groove is good, but I just think that you could improve it and kind of, like I said, make it a little bit less one-dimensional, you know? Bring it to life a bit more. But yeah, thank you for sitting down through, Rom. Thank you for the donation as well. This next one here is from... Oops, one moment. This next one here is from DHIL Brazil. PB base. Alright, let's try this. Like to make a donation? Then do it. That sounded very mean. I meant like I would definitely be very into that if you are interested in making one. Okay, I should not have replied to that comment. Does the kid has a 21-minute long song? Well, this one's only like 50 seconds. Oh, that was kind of weird. Okay, well, anyway. This one, you have a good groove here. But it just feels kind of like a loop. Like, you need to bring it to life and make it more of a song, you know? Like, this is where you should get a reference track. Like, take this bass line, which is cool, and then get a reference track, like, you know, something like this type of vibe. Like, you hear how much more alive that is than your track, which, I mean, obviously, you know, it's just an idea. That's totally fine. But that's what you should aim for. I would take something like that and use it as a reference and try to make your track hit as hard as that. Because you have a good idea here with the bass line, but you need to build it into something. But yeah, thank you for seeing that one through. This next one here is from, hold up a second while I figure out who it's from. It is from Ben. Let's hear this. Track view. Hi Julian, really like videos. I've learned very much from your lessons. Thank you for that, no problem. Hope you can give me some feedback on my just finished track. We reviewed in this session. It'll be reviewed in this session. And also, if you send, oops, I accidentally just played like 2 seconds of an unreleased song there. Also, if you send a donation, I will play your track before the other ones. Like, you get to skip the line. So yeah, definitely send that through if you're interested. Hi Julian. Bruno, hello, good to see you. No, I played even more of the unreleased track. Okay, let's hear this one. Still techno. Wow. This is dark. Right, a meanie boy. That's a good way to describe this kick. It is a meaty boy. Dehydrated. Dark techno? Yeah, I'm into it. This one's sounding pretty good so far, too. Most of the songs have been using analog format. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let's put this to YouTube. Oh, I thought this was going to be a breakdown of you making it. That's what I want to see. But biased. Nice. Hey, Bennett. You synthesize the drums too. If you synthesize this kick, I will be actually blown away. I don't think I can do that. And donate through PayPal? Yeah, you can. The link is in the description of this shit. Like uneasiness, which is coming from like all the pads. that are over top of it. This is cool though. I do have some things I'll say though. Okay, I was trying to hear this on my monitors so I can hear some things. Alright, so overall, this one's pretty good. I think it could hit a bit harder. I feel like maybe it's a bit soft, you know? It's just not really, like, punching as much as I think it could. You know, it's like, if I play, like, you're close, but, like, you know, I just keep thinking of kicks like this. Also, yo, Douglas, thank you for the donation, dude. I'll definitely be, playing your track next. Thank you. But yeah, like, listen to this kick. And the thing is, like, you are close. Like, it's just that you're not quite there. You just need to work on it a bit more. Yo, give me a moment, guys. Alright, well, just got invited to a session, so that's cool. Let's keep working on this. Yo, Gabriel and Sebastian, thank you for the donations, guys. I appreciate those. Okay, that was a lot going on. Send to your PayPal. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Alright, so yeah, overall, this one's not bad. You need to make the kick hit a bit harder. You need to make the hi-hats hit a bit harder. The way that makes on B-port sounds totally different. I mean, what I always do is I'll just download the track from SoundCloud or YouTube and then use that as a reference, which may not be best. I mean, I'm using like low bitrate MP3s as reference tracks, so maybe my tracks are somehow accidentally sounding like low bitrate MP3s. But yeah, that's what I usually do. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, bro, like, you just need to work on this and make the kick. Just hit a little harder, you know, just need to make it a bit fatter, bro. What kind of session? A session to make beats and music and shit. But yeah, so overall, dude, just need to make this one hit a bit harder. It's really cool. The other thing is, I do feel like you need maybe something else. I know I've taken a long time on this track, but it's a good track, and I want to make it as good as possible. I feel like you could also add a little bit more like melodic stuff, like what if you had like some kind of cool like super sauce doing something like that here, you know? Hi, Julian and Gang. Ableton Live Producer, yo. That's good. I feel like this is missing some sort of reverb-y. Yeah, that too. You could definitely do with that, like, you know, again, listening to this track. You hear how much stuff is like going on there percussively? Is percussively a word? Or like, let's check out like this track is a good one. Like, hear how much stuff is going on there percussive wise? I feel like you need that. Like, this is good. You have a lot of potential here. You are on the right track. You just need to keep working on it a little bit more and getting it up there to that professional level. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through, Ben. Alright, this next one here is from Douglas. Thank you for the donation, bruh. Let's hear this. The track I sent, I used... Sure. It's been a long time. I'm Flaunt. Hello. Epic singing. Alright, this is some craziness. DJ House MD. I like your DJ name. Alright, dude, so this one is short. I feel what you're doing here. You have a good idea. Can we send you any kind of music? Yeah, sure. Y'all want to be techno DJs now? Alright, so yeah, this one, you have a good idea here. Like, I like all those glitchy noises. That side of it is pretty solid. The thing that you need to work on, though, is it's not really hitting that hard. Like, again, Dika by Umek and Matt Sassari is, like, my holy grail for, like, hard-hitting techno tracks right now. But, like, you know, your kick just doesn't really hit that hard. It just sounds, like, very, like, flabby. I'll send you one WTF. Are you listening to this through your monitor? No, you aren't, but it kind of sounds like that. I mean, dude, you just need to make this one hit harder. Like, again, you have a really good idea with the glitchy stuff and all those kinds of, like, hi-hats and stuff like that that's happening. It's just like, it's hard to really compare it to, like, techno stuff because it's just not quite there. So that's what I would work on. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through. And thank you for the donation as well. This next one is from, let me see who donated, because I want to make sure to get those, like, in order. Alright, this next one is from, I don't know who some of these people are who have donated. That's the thing. Okay, well, this person I do know. So I'm going to play Siba. Alright, let's hear this one from Siba. Keep up the content. Appreciate it. Don't do drugs. That's tight. Weed isn't a drug. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Hey, my friend, did the donation go through? Let me see. I believe so. Which headphone do you use? Hey, this one's cool. I can't get my wife watching my kids, so not roasting too hard. Which headphones do you use? V-Moda Crossfade M100s. Very nice, yeah. This is cool. This synth is very cool here. Wow, wow, wow. This one's cool. I feel it's a bit boring though. Turn on my Nokia. Like this idea is good. This brown, and like that big unison-y kind of synth is cool too. However, I do feel like you can make it like. You can do more with it basically. Like I just feel like for 7 minutes of music that you have here, you can do more. And I also feel like it's not hitting quite hard enough again. I'm gonna keep putting you guys' tracks up against Dika until somebody has one that's better. But yeah, same thing, like just need to make your kick fatter. You know, a good technique is, and this is a good track to do it with, try just sampling the kick from a techno track. Like you take like this one. You can even take one, like a track like this, even though there's like hi-hats in there, and just take like a quarter note of it, like the whole, just the kick basically, and try putting that into your track. And then you can either keep it, or you could take that and then try to, you know, make your own kick, but just make it hit as hard as that. It's a really good technique. You can even, you know, like, same thing there, like there's some hi-hats. You can totally just take that, but just try putting these kicks into your tracks, because you'll see it's like night and day, and it'll make it a lot, like it'll open up your mind a lot more. It's not that you can't do it, it's just that you haven't gotten to it yet, you know? So that's what you need to keep working on. But yeah, thank you for sending that one through, and thank you for the donation as well. Okay, this next one is from Benedict. Thank you for the donation, dude. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna play this next one from The Essentials. Ayo, left a comment in there. Nice. What's up, Julian? Yo, Subterraneo, hello. The Essentials. I feel the vibe here. It's giving me like kind of more like chilled out Dirty Bird type vibes, you know? Like the 808 bass lines, super crisp drums is OneDrive. Yeah, I know, but I was paranoid. I checked it though, it's good. Just gotta make sure, because the trolls could be stepping up the game. They could be donating now. I don't know. What's up, Julian? Oh, I already responded to that one. But yeah, okay, so this one, dude, first of all, this outro, just being the kick, is very long. Oh, why didn't you play it now? I'll pull it up in a sec. I'm just already on this one. But yeah, so dude, this one's not bad. Like, you just need to work on it and make it a bit fatter, maybe. You know, again, like if we play like one of these kind of tracks, like let's just play something from like Chris Lake. You know, these kind of just more like simple, sort of bouncy house tracks.
I see your lips moving, but what you talking about?
I feel like you can make it a bit fatter. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Shay. Oh yeah, so this one's not bad, dude. I would just keep working on it and keep trying to fatten it up and make it a bit more exciting. But yeah, I think we're singing that one through. This next one here is from Benedict. Alright, let's hear this. Yeah, like I said, wanted to make sure this wasn't a A troll. Down to -9 roofs. Interesting. This one's cool. You have a nice thing going on here. It's still not quite there. Oh, whoops, wrong track. Again, gonna keep playing Dika, like... If you put this kick into this track, though, I'll bet you it will be there, like, or it will be closer, like... Spotify is not true. But yeah, so I would just work on that, you know, just try and make it. Just try to make it a bit fatter. You have a good idea here. Yeah, this is a really good track, dude. You just need to keep working on it and keep fattening up and keep making it a bit stronger. But yeah, thank you for seeing that one through. I'm trying to see these other ones here. I'm pretty sure I've gotten through the donations. I want to see. Oh, okay, here. We got another one. Okay, this one is from Hirter. I think that's how you say that. Let's hear this. The video on Franklin Watts, perhaps. Enough people request it. This one's cool. I like the vibe that you're going for here. It's very unique. The one thing I'll say though is, like, it's a bit flat. Kind of reminds me of shoegaze. That's cool. Like, you have some good ideas here, dude. Definitely, but I just think that you could. Yo. Fatter kick. Hey, but yeah, I mean, that's how it is. Yo, Jonathan Lang, hello. RS621, hello. Good to see you as well. Dude, this one is cool. Like, you have some really, really good ideas here, and I think you have a unique vibe that is interesting and could really be something cool, but you need to refine it a lot. Like, you need to take this and work it into something that's a little bit more palatable and make it a little bit more, like, kind of polished, you know? Right now, it's very rough around the edges. You need to clean it up. Make the mix stronger, all the drums louder, everything more powerful. The synths need to be more clear. You need less, like... There's a pretty good amount of space in the mix, but you need to have, like, more space between the instruments where you can really feel everything. You know, stuff like that. Launchy, thank you for the donation. Okay, I will pull your track up. Should I camel crash everything? Jane apart, I'm pretty sure I can fan. Okay, yeah. Well, no problem, dude. I would not recommend doing that. But you can try it on your kick. That works. But yeah, dude, this one's cool. You have a good idea. This was reminding me of, like... like Bats or like Dorian Concept or one of those type of artists, which is cool. But definitely, like I said, you just gotta keep working on it and keep making it, you know, a little bit cleaner, a bit more palatable. Thank you for sitting on through. This next one here is from Bruno, and I believe this is gonna be the last one as well because I just got invited to a session that I need to go to, so I'm going to go do that. But I'm gonna listen to this one. Thank you very much for the donation, Bruno. Let's hear this. Struggling with the mix. Well, it's not so much the mix also, like, it's also, like, how you're making the sounds, how you're, like, the drums, for example, those drum sounds are never going to sound professional. Like, I mean, I'm just being honest, like, those particular drum sounds, they sound like crap, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm saying this because I think you can do a lot better and you can make something really good. And it's like, yeah, if you know, try and go in and really work with your sounds and not just, like, your mixing. Because, again, you can mix a recording of you, like, I don't know, like, anything, and it's just not gonna sound as good as like a proper, you know, just some proper clean drum sounds. Yep, that's what we are. Okay, I feel where you're going with this, Bruno. With the tech house.
Come on, tell me how you like it. With that it clicks, come on, show me how you. We're so electric.
Haba, thank you for the donation. Don't need to listen to mine right away. Okay, I appreciate that. Well, I may save it for the next stream because I mean, you come to a lot of them, so I imagine you'll be here next time. Well, I appreciate that. Considering, got a question for the €10 Patreon. It's all my music get all. Yeah, it's all the same. Well, I don't know. That was before I sold music to labels. It's a long story. If you want some of my music and you are a patron, just let me know. Like, just send me a message on there. I reply to every Patreon message. Like, I can't always reply to emails or DMs or stuff like that. But if you're a patron, even if you're just like a $1 patron, I will, or €1, I guess, in your case, or £1, or whatever it may be. I will still, you know, I will reply to all of those. I spent like 30 minutes on the job. True. Okay, well then, yeah. Like I said, I'm just being honest with you guys. I think that's more valuable than me, like, gassing you up. You can get your mom to do that. This is cool, but it's a lot going on. And like the vocals have like too much reverb, like it feels kind of messy, you know? Again, like going back to this track. I'm gonna use this as like my gold standard for like a super powerful house track. Like, it's big and powerful and everything is like really in your face. DSI 10%. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to get one of those. So you can hear like, you're close. And your high end is definitely like there, but it's just a bit too messy and like muddy and there's just too much going on. You need to like focus it more. Like this track feels like a lot.
Cause I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also like it's not getting in the way of anything. Like everything is still pretty much fitting together well, right? In my weakest link. I feel that. I mean, that's how a lot of people are. I was watching an interview with 106 Point Never. I think it was like his Red Bull Music Academy interview. And he was saying like that's why he doesn't use drums a lot, is because drums are just hard. Like he can get synths to sound cool and like interesting and you know kind of have like the type of vibe he wants. But with drums, it's very easy to just get like dry, to just make them just sound like too dry and flat. So I feel that, but it'll come with time. Just keep working on it because your ideas are there. It's like, you know, there's two sides to it. There's like the technical side and there's the ideas. The ideas, really, that's the part that you can't learn. So that's the part that is good to have. Anyway, FP, cheers, man. No problem. But yeah, dude, I feel where you're going with this one. You just need to clean it up. just try to have a few like less things all happening at once, or make them fit together better, so it's not all happening at the same time. Maybe like you have one thing like you could have like, you know, kind of like some call and response or something like that. But yeah, with that, I believe that's gonna be it for this stream, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, to everyone who came through and donated and listened and all that kind of stuff. I love you all so much. Have a great